Oh my God! I have been dying to tell you this story. Listen up, because what I'm about to spill will leave you speechless. I mean, I've always believed relationships are complicated, right? We've all been disappointed, had those high expectations crushed into dust. You know that feeling when you offer something to someone just to see if they'll take it? When they do, you realize that's what they really wanted all along. Well, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you about Kendra and young Jock will blow your mind. Everyone thought they were doing so well, navigating through all their drama, but honey, this controversy is about to explode everything. Why? Because Kendra is pregnant, but wait for it. Jock is not the biological father. I promise you won't be ready for this one. According to all the hot gossip, the person who betrayed Jock isn't just some random nobody. No. It's someone Jock trusted completely. The fallout when Jock discovered the truth, it was straight out of a reality TV meltdown. Absolutely explosive. This wasn't some casual hookup either. The man responsible for this ultimate betrayal has been someone close to Jock, grinning in his face the entire time. When Jock found out, he didn't just lose it, he completely lost it. If you think that's terrible, wait. Insiders say it gets even messier. Those same messy sources who always know about Jock's business, before he does claim that Kendra was the one creeping while Jock was out here defending her honor. But it gets worse, because when Jock found out, he absolutely lost it. Sources say Jock's phone began exploding with missed calls, text messages, and headlines while he was out running errands. Yes, they were awful. Jock isn't the father, but Kendra is pregnant. In minutes, Twitter went viral with the news. Jock didn't trust the initial paternity scandal revelation. He thought it was some sick joke because Kendra would never hurt him like that. But everything went sideways when Jock read the leaked DNA report. Witnesses reported seeing Jock walking back and forth, talking to himself, shaking his head in disbelief. He reportedly hurled his phone so forcefully across the room that it shattered on impact. After realizing Kendra had been lying to him the entire time, Jock jumped into his car and sped home. This couldn't be true, but it was. The energy changed as Jock stormed into the house. This is where things get serious. Jock rushed in, slammed the door, and yelled, "You have something to tell me?" Kendra didn't even bat an eye. Instead, she gave him a bored look as she sat on the couch, scrolling through her phone as if nothing had happened. "Girl, what are you talking about now?" she asked. "Don't act stupid," Jock fired back. Kendra shrugged and casually stated, "I'm pregnant." Jock's face contorted with rage, veins popping out of his forehead. "Don't play with me. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not the father." "Who is it, Kendra?" And Kendra? She smirked. Yes, she actually had the audacity to smirk. Jock allegedly grabbed Kendra's phone from the couch and looked her dead in the eyes. "Is it important?" Kendra asked. "Baby, Jock lost it." Witnesses say he kicked over the coffee table, knocked over a lamp, and punched the wall so hard it left a dent. He was screaming at Kendra, demanding to know who the father was, but Kendra just sat there, looking completely unbothered. Now for the part that will leave you stunned. Jock wasn't the only person who showed up that night. No, because just when things were about to explode, guess who walked in? It's him, isn't it? Jock reportedly turned to Kendra and asked. Kendra crossed her arms and said, "You wanted to know who the father was. Well, now you know." Oh my God. Witnesses say Jock lunged, yes, at Kirk Frost, the same Kirk Frost who's been dodging cheating scandals for years, the same Kirk Frost who's been smiling in Jock's face the entire time, the same Kirk Frost who was supposed to be Jock's so-called friend. The worst part? Security dragged Jock out of the house while Kendra and Kirk stood side by side, watching Jock go completely crazy. "You were supposed to be my brother! How could you do this to me?" Jock screamed at the top of his lungs. Kirk allegedly said, "Hey man, it just kind of happened." Social media is going absolutely crazy. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, they're all exploding with this scandal. Kendra may have just started a conflict she isn't prepared for. And Kirk? Oh honey, if you think Jock is going to let this slide, think again. There are rumors that Jock is already calling his lawyers and going nuclear. Stay locked in, because this scandal is far from over, and trust me, you are not prepared for what's coming next. Oh, you thought that was messy? Honey, we're just getting started. The fallout from this scandal is about to reach nuclear levels. The question is, how long has this been going on? And did Kendra really think she was going to get away with this? Let's pick up where we left off. According to sources, Jock was seen sitting in his car after being physically dragged out of the house, gripping the steering wheel so tightly his knuckles turned white. Witnesses say he sat there for a good 15 minutes without moving or saying anything. When Jock reportedly saw those pictures, he snapped. He called Kendra, straight to voicemail. He called Kirk, straight to voicemail. And let me tell you, the content of those voicemails is absurd. But Kirk wasn't worried, because guess what? Kirk went live on Instagram. Kendra was drinking wine while Kirk smirked at the camera and said, "You guys should mind your own business." When Jock saw that Instagram live, he reportedly threw his phone across the room and screamed, "Oh hell no!" before jumping into his car and driving straight to Kirk's house. "Oh baby, the neighbors are still talking about what happened that night." Jock didn't even knock. He just started beating on Kirk's front door like he was going to knock it down. Kirk allegedly smirked as he opened the door and said, "You good, bro?" That's when Jock lunged at him. Witnesses claim that Jock grabbed Kirk by the collar and pushed him against the wall while yelling, "You think this is funny?" Kirk shoved him back and said, "Relax, bro." "It's not my fault Kendra picked me." Sources claim that Jock punched Kirk so hard that Kirk stumbled back into the wall, but Kirk came back with a vengeance, and the altercation turned into a full brawl. While all this was happening, Kendra was just standing there, sipping her drink as if nothing was happening. According to reports, Jock was screaming, "This isn't over! I'm not done with you!" And Kirk had the audacity to chuckle and respond, Yeah, you are." In the end, security was called because Kirk's neighbors heard the noise and thought someone was being robbed. Jock fled with a bleeding mouth and torn shirt, while Kirk stood in the doorway fixing his chain. It gets better though, because while Jock was driving home, a new video was leaked online that same evening. It's a shocking one showing Kendra sitting in a dark hotel room and saying to an unidentified man, "Oh honey, it's worse than you think." Jock doesn't even realize he still thinks we're going to work it out. Kendra continues, "I'm just waiting until the baby is born." Social media exploded in minutes. Twitter was on fire. So Kendra was planning this the entire time? Jock needs to lawyer up ASAP. Kirk and Kendra are straight up villains, and Jock saw the video. The man in it, you can't see his face clearly, but you can hear his voice saying, well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Rumor has it that Jock has already contacted his lawyers and is preparing to sue Kendra and Kirk for emotional distress and defamation. To be honest, he may have a case. Insiders are claiming that Kendra and Jock had a prenuptial agreement, and if Jock can prove that Kendra's immorality caused emotional distress, sources say Jock has been furiously pacing his home saying, "She played me. She really played me." But Jock isn't letting this go. Sources say he has already set up an interview with a major news outlet and is planning to expose Kirk and Kendra for everything they did to him. The real question is, how long has this been going on? Because Kendra might not only lose the bag, she might lose everything. Kendra and Kirk have reportedly gone into hiding. Sources say Kirk has stopped answering his phone and Kendra has completely vanished. Stay locked in because this drama is far from over. Oh, you thought that was bad? You have no idea, because the fallout from this scandal is about to reach catastrophic levels. Jock's discovery that Kendra was expecting Kirk's child was just the beginning, because now he's not just angry, he's prepared for war, and Kendra and Kirk might lose everything. Did Kendra and Kirk really think they would get away with this? More importantly, is Jock going to destroy them both? Let's pick up where we left off. After that violent altercation at Kirk's house, Jock wasn't going to sit back and let them humiliate him. Instead, he was determined to make them pay. Trust me, Jock had a plan. The very next morning, Jock reportedly called up his legal team, the same highly qualified attorneys who have represented some of the biggest names in the industry. Sources say that Jock wasn't just looking for revenge, he was trying to ruin Kirk and Kendra's reputations. And guess what? Jock had the receipts to prove it. Insiders say Jock had been keeping an eye on Kendra's suspicious activities for months, providing his lawyers with a folder full of evidence including bank statements, phone records, and even surveillance footage. Jock didn't want to settle this quietly. No, he wanted to go public. The worst part? Jock had receipts showing that Kirk had been using money from their joint business account to finance these secret meetings, expensive gifts, private dinners, and luxurious hotel suites. Jock's legal team allegedly told him that Kirk was using Jock's money to finance his affair with Kendra. Jock had evidence that Kendra had been sneaking around with Kirk for over a year. He could accuse Kirk of embezzlement and fraud. Kirk could face serious financial consequences. Social media was eating this up. Everyone was saying Kirk was stealing and cheating, so Jock should bury him. Kendra and Kirk could actually lose everything. Things took a sharp turn when Kirk shared a photo of himself standing in front of a Rolls Royce on Instagram just 2 days after the altercation. The caption read, "Y'all need to get over it." And guess who was in the passenger seat? Yes, Kendra was sitting there smiling as if she didn't care. The comments were brutal. Jock didn't hold back when he appeared on The Breakfast Club the next day. When they asked him about the situation with Kendra and Kirk, he said, "Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Kendra betrayed me. Kirk betrayed me. And they did it right under my nose." When Charlemagne asked how he found out about it, Jock laughed and responded, "Let's just say Kirk got what he deserved." When DJ Envy asked if he was going to file charges, Jock replied, "Let's just say my lawyers are handling it." But he didn't stop there. Later that same day, Jock released a diss track. The lyrics included, "You were brutal, I thought you were my brother, but you stabbed me in the back, took my girl and took my money, now I'm taking it all back. Fake friends, fake love, it's the same Kendra and Kirk, you two are lame, baby." Social media went nuts. Jock really made a diss track about them. Jock's revenge needs to win a Grammy. The track started to chart, reaching number 3 on the iTunes hip-hop charts within a day. Meanwhile, Kirk and Kendra have gone quiet. Sources claim Kirk hasn't been seen in public since the altercation, and Kendra deleted her Instagram. This is where things get crazy. Kirk's other side chicks are now coming forward. Several women are contacting gossip websites claiming that Kirk had been hooking up with them while he was seeing Kendra. Sources say Kendra has even moved out of Kirk's house and has reportedly contacted a divorce lawyer. One woman even claimed that Kirk promised to provide for her financially, and now she's threatening to expose him if he doesn't pay up. Kendra isn't handling it well. She's been blowing up Kirk's phone, demanding to know how many other women are out there. Kirk reportedly asked her to calm down, which only made her more enraged. Meanwhile, Jock is thriving. He's reportedly booked several club appearances and interviews after the song's release, and insiders say he's already working on a follow-up track. Is this the end for Jock and Kirk, or is it just the beginning of a new round of drama? Kirk's other women are now coming out of the woodwork. Jock is laughing as he watches everything fall apart, and even though Jock may have lost Kendra, he's winning the war. Should Jock really take Kirk to court? Should he pursue this to the bitter end? You know Kirk won't go down without a fight. And Kendra, if those divorce rumors are true, things are going to get really ugly really fast. Do you think Kendra will actually go through with the divorce? Or is this just another publicity stunt? If you're a fan of this drama, you know it's better than reality TV. Make sure you're following along because the next update, honey, it will be even more juicy. I promise you're not ready for what comes next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Next.